If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Welcome to the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener. I'm Joy Baird. Well, it's time to harvest our shallots. Now, quite frankly, don't remember what variety these are, as we purchased shallots brand new this year, the first time in about a decade. We had saved shallots from year to year, and we felt it was time to buy new shallots. Now, what is a shallot? It is a relation to the onion, and I'll pull this up here because these are ready. You plant one bulb at the early in the season, and then it will divide and multiply, such as a garlic clove. I've got three in this cluster, two, one, two. I've seen some with 5 and 6, like this one here. If you come down and look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bulbs entitled in that cluster there. It is a much sweeter onion. However, if you do not like peeling or chopping onions, shallots is not the crop for you because they're smaller and more needs to be processed in order to get the quantity you need compared to one large onion. How do you know when they are ready to be harvested? They can be harvested at any time, but as you see here, the tops are completely dry on these, which is an indication. You also have the same properties in the shallots as you do the onions. When you see the top portion crimp over on the bulb, that is also like that is also an indication that the growth cycle has completed itself and they can be harvested. They will keep indoors for about 6-8 months, and they will begin to dry out at that point. So you want to kind of use them up that way. So that kind of gives you a time frame. If you harvest them, you might be able to save, as we have been doing, hold them over in a very chilled area, not like a fridge or freezer, but in a chilled area of the house or basement, to where they will kind of go into dormancy, and then you can save them and put them in the ground as soon as the soil can be worked in the spring. So we're just going to harvest these here. These were 2 together, larger size. Now, I do know that if we was to open this one up, there's actually most likely 2 bulbs that has merged together there. So we can just harvest them. You can let them dry more, or at the time here, we can just lop the top off and they will dry that way. So we got a lot of shallots here. I'm going to harvest this here, as we showed earlier, this cluster. That is an indication that's good development there. Now, there are large shallots, very large shallots, and there's smaller shallots in this. So depends on what variety they are and where you've got them from. But shallots, it is a much sweeter onion that you may want to look into. What we have found is you take this, trim the top off, put it in the oven and bake it, and then the internal portions slide right out of the skin, and it's a very sweet, delectable side dish that you can have with any meal. Thanks for watching. Join me again next time for more organic gardening. I'm Joy Baird, and this has been the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.